one of the questions on Reddit was, what's one thing or what's one sex thing that porn totally portrays incorrectly?
Ooh, good question.
Is there anything that for you?
Yeah. I think first thing that comes to mind is just cleanliness, right? Because like you're watching porn from afar, sometimes up close, but like it just seems like you obviously don't see like behind the scenes or like even transitional scenes or even before shit. Like so much other shit goes on, and like I think the cleanliness is a big thing. Not to say that like when you have sex it's gross, but I mean there's bodily fluids everywhere, right?
Oh yeah.
And it's just never as like it's never as like pristine or as beautiful as like porn will make it out to be. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it's more beautiful than porn because of all the nuance and the imperfections and
right.
It's actual. It's sex. It's not. It's like the difference between movies and real life. In a movie, you have the perfect storyline written out, scripted from start to finish, whereas in real life, it's all those awkward moments that you couldn't have possibly adjusted for. It's the passing conversation or dirty talk. It's the moment after lying with each other. You learn to appreciate all the imperfections and the intricacies of
or you
sex
like slip
that are
a fart
not shown
out
to you in porn.
yeah.
Or you rip a fart, and you if she's the one for you, she'll laugh at it and or call you a disgusting piece of shit, but she'll have some type of strong reaction and tell you how she feels.
So when I said cleanliness, I didn't mean strictly like sanitation, you know what I mean? But part of it, I just meant more of like how smooth everything goes and how clean the whole clip was from beginning to end.
Yeah, the transitions.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, no, it's always the transitions in porn, and a lot of it is cuts too. Like it'll just cut to another scene, and so I didn't know until I started listening to podcasts with porn stars when I got more interested in podcasting, and I was like, fucking Johnny Sins is doing a podcast. Like I'm definitely listening to this shit. Or there's been like I forget, but a few porn stars have been on Logan Paul, and they're talking about all the different dirty, unclean, just like imperfect shit that goes on behind the scenes. And like a guy will come 6 times during a scene, but they cut that out and they just come back like he's fucking for the first time, and he'll do the money shot at the end, or maybe they film the money shot before because that's like his first load, and that's gonna be the best one, and then they act like it's 30 minutes into the scene, and like all these things where you're just like, god damn, these dudes are lasting for fucking 45 minutes, and which some of them, they definitely are. If you do it for a job, I'm sure you build up a stamina for it,
a skill,
like
any skill.
job. But yeah, it's like I thought that if I'm gonna answering this question for me,
I was just gonna ask you
the one thing that porn totally portrays incorrectly, I would say everything in porn that depicts a guy going down on a girl is always very violent with the tongue, and you can see the entire tongue. Like he's almost like if you're watching this on YouTube, it's like literally like full extension tongue, like flicking as hard as you can. And so that was what I thought that you had to do when you were going down, is like your tongue full extension, like out of your mouth. If you were having a camera on it from the side, like you should see your entire tongue. And in reality, it's like, no, your face is buried in that shit, and like you can't see. They're doing it for the camera angle. If you're most of the time when you're going down on someone and it feels good, it's like your entire face is buried. You can't really see shit because your tongue is gone, or it's flat, or it's in another angle. But it's like all these things that look good for the camera that actually detract from pleasure. It's because whether it's the position, or like where you are, like banging in a fucking back of a bus, most of the time probably sucks way more than doing it in an actual bed. But when you're younger, you're just like makes, fucking bang bus, dude. Like can't wait till I get to college and I'm just fucking bitches and buses going around Richmond and
yeah, back of cars.
Yeah,
those are good answers. I feel like they're both objectively true.
Yeah. Also, I would say the emphasis on the cum shot, which in reality doesn't really matter. It's like an afterthought of the fulfillment of the experience, where it's like if it was a good time and you both got a lot of pleasure out of it, like who cares?
Right.
Like what your cum shot looked like. Of course, pregnancy, yeah, like all those things you have to worry about, like STDs. But it's like the perfect trajectory of like the fucking cum shot laying on her chest or her face. Yeah.
I mean, of course, you got to dramatize any ending for a porn scene, so it makes sense. But yeah, I agree with you. It is kind of overdone because at the end of the day, it's kind of just like it just happens. Often much quicker than you'd like it to happen. So it's like you don't really plan for it, like they, you know what I mean?
What do you do when you feel like it's gonna happen way before you want it to happen? Is there any go-to you have?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I feel like this is probably a widely held belief among the male crowd, but just like switching positions, right? That's an easy one. Or going down on her and eating her out kind of helps.
Yep.
Helps table that coming sensation desire.